Hi, this is another Project Runway recap. This is Season 14, Episode 11, Runways in 3D. Edmund is alone. I'm gonna keep thoughts to myself. All the guys have been eliminated, so he's the last guy standing. Right now I think the top 5 is absolutely great. Yes, Swapnil did start giving up towards the end of this whole thing. Ashley, I feel, is kind of... she's not giving up. It's just that I feel like she has no more in her. And I think that's too bad because she really did start out strong. You know, she was a strong contender. Anyways, the designers, they go and meet Heidi at the runway. And she tells them that they're going to be bringing some New York City landmarks to life in 3D. After, Heidi gives them the teaser, they go meet Tim and tell them that they're going to be using one of the bridges as inspiration. The bridges they're going to be, using as inspiration are the Queensboro Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, and the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, so Kelly won the last challenge. So because she won, she gets to choose the bridge that she's going to use as inspiration. And obviously because of her love of hip-hop, yay! She chooses the Brooklyn Bridge. Tim then uses the button bag to match the designers with the bridges. So Candace gets the Queensboro Bridge, as does Marlene, which leaves Edmund and Ashley with the Manhattan Bridge. So then, right, Tim lets them know that they're going to use the bridge as inspiration, but they're going to be making an avant-garde look. Now, let me tell you, I've already said it before. The unconventional, yes, but avant-garde, definitely one of my favorite Project Runway challenges. So, I'm as excited as they am, and I'm not really participating. But Edmund's excited. Marlene, she looks happy, so she's like, oh, I would do a backflip into a moonwalk if I could. So then, okay, so Heidi had said 3D, so Tim lets them know that the whole 3D part comes in that since the bridges are multi-dimensional, the looks have to be multi-dimensional as well. And for the first time in Project Runway history, I love it when he says stuff like that. Okay, they're going to be using 3D printers. So honestly, this is even more awesome. Because, come on, 3D printing, ever since I saw the first 3D printer, is like, oh my god, I really want to do that. I want one. Ashley and Kelly have no idea what it is. But I know that Kelly, Kelly has no idea what it is, but as soon as she finds out, oh crap, I can do this, I know she's gonna rock it. Have I told you guys before that I absolutely love Kelly? So, the director of 3D Systems, she joins Tim. And she tells them that they're going to have her team, print the designs for them and whatever. And Tim lets them know that the winner's going to get a cube 3D printer and all its accessories. So I'm seriously jealous. I'm like, oh my god! I want to be there! And honestly, at this point, I think it's going to be between Marlene, Edmund, and Kelly. Obviously, I want Kelly to win, but the creativity that these designers have shown, and using the 3D printer, they can really rock it. I think that, Marlene, Edmund, and Kelly are going to be the top 3 here. They should be. Anyways, they go off to sketch and they meet with their consultants, their 3D modeling consultants, and then they go off to Mood. The sketches that they made, the ones that I really liked Kelly's sketch and Edmund's sketch. Ashley's, not so much. I don't know, it's just I don't get that avant-garde feel from it. If they add the work with Marlene, I guess she feels kind of stuck, so she creates this vision board, and it gives me the feeling that she could be she can have this great look for this challenge. And the skirt, at that point, it's looking cute. But then I see Kelly's, and I'm like, okay, I can see, I see it, and I feel like it's a little Chris March, and I love Chris March, so that's not a bad thing. But then at the same time, I'm like, can it be too costumey? Which is something that Chris March, sometimes they would tell him that he could be too costumey. So I'm like, oh my god, I really want her to rock this, but she needs to be careful. So, okay, this woman named Jessica, she's from 3D Systems. She comes to show them their designs that are going to be 3D printed. And it's just awesome. It's just that 3D printing is so freaking cool. I think this... I'm enjoying this episode. It is the avant-garde, but still, they made it even more awesome with the 3D printing. So, then they start seeing the pieces, and, they're printing out, and oh my god, they're just... I'm just so jealous. So Tim comes in for the critiques, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I saw Candace's red, black, and triangles, and the first thing... I'm sorry, the dogs are freaking barking so much. But anyways, I saw Candace's red, black, and triangles, and the first thing I thought of was Harley Quinn. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not sure if that's what she was going for. As a matter of fact, my partner just happened to come into the room, and he looked up, and he's like, oh, that looks like Harley Quinn. So I'm like, okay, so it is not me, you know. It does look like Harley Quinn. Ashley's design, I find it underwhelming. I find it like boring. Boring, yeah. It's like, whatever. Edmund, I love that, you know, he does his own textiles. The X in the front looks pretty cool. Merlene's look definitely looks interesting. But that's like definitely a have to see it in the runway look. I mean, I feel like she's going through what Ashley went through in the last episode, that it was like her challenge, but she didn't quite kill it. And I feel like Merlene may be going through the same thing, so I don't know. Kelly, oh my god, I kind of love it. I mean, okay, I know they were like, I think it was Candace, she said that it was like borderline costume or whatever, but I love it. I don't know. I'm a little weird, so maybe that's what, but I just love it. Anyways, it was so funny because Tim says like, that the origin of the look, or not like the origin, or like you can, like when you see it, you can see the pannier dresses from the 1800s, and she's all like, yeah. And I'm like, does she have any idea what he just said? Because it's not the first time. You know, last time he was telling her about the paillettes, and she's like, yeah. And she had no idea what he was talking about. Anyway, so Tim leaves, and the designers, you know, quote unquote, carry on. Ashley's look to me still doesn't feel very avant-garde, but at this point, neither does Edmund's look, so whatever. In the fitting though, the avant-garde in Edmund's look, it did come out. So it's definitely a must-see on the runway. But then he starts questioning himself when he looks at the other designers' looks. Or designs. And I guess Ashley felt the same way, and to make her look more avant-garde, she decided to add a cape. And I'm looking at it like, girl, I don't know. Runway day, the models come in, and honestly, Ashley could be in danger. It just looks really... But it was like when Lori was eliminated. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Ashley, but of the designers left, I feel that she may be the weakest one, you know. Just like when Lindsay left, it was these designers and Lori. Lori was the weakest one. And I feel like it's the same situation with Ashley. Okay, right now at like up to so far, my top 3 are obviously definitely Kelly. I'm a huge Kelly fan. I mean, God, seriously. Huge Kelly fan. So obviously my top 3 for Fashion Week are Kelly, Candace, and Edmund. Honestly, I just feel like the cape is gonna get Ashley eliminated. But anyway, so it's runway. But right before the runway, Tim still has his say, right? And I think there's an episode up in the air. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry about that. There's an episode up in the air, I think, because of Jake's withdrawal. So I feel like maybe this episode Tim is gonna use his save, you know, for Ashley. Anyways, another thing I wanted to say right before the runway, Mel B is the guest judge, and I'm a huge America's Got Talent fan, so it's cool to see Heidi and Mel B both here on the runway. Anyways, okay, so runway time. Marlene's come out. The skirt reminds me of the skirt that Joseph made a couple of episodes back, which reminded me of the skirt from the other show that I had mentioned back then. And it just reminds me of stuff that I've seen before. So that's not cool. You know, that's not good for her. Edmund's, it's also okay. I mean, the mask is super cool. The top is cool. But I feel like that bunched skirt on the side, I don't know. It's like a bunched skirt. Not like she went to the bathroom, she just tucked it in her panties. I hate Ashley's come out, and I hate that cape. I don't see the bridge inspiration. It looks just like the 3D printing looks like bones. I hate the cape. Did I say I hate the cape? Candace's, the bottom is definitely Harley Quinn. I'm sorry, but it definitely is. And the lines in the back in her booty area, I don't know. It's just weird. Kelly's, I mean, I'm thinking maybe right now I'm just biased because I love Kelly's. I know I may be a weirdo, and I know it's like a bridge, but I love it. It's just awesome. So the runway is over, and my quick predictions are that I'm pretty sure Ashley's gonna be out, and I definitely know Kelly's gonna win because she rocked the avant-garde look. So all the designers are out, on the stage. So they're talking to Edmund, and they all loved it, but Nina said that it wasn't as avant-garde. And I get it, because he did rock that Hallmark challenge, so he should have rocked this one as well. At least that's what I think. Kelly, she got a lot of positive reviews, and honestly, if those sides were removable, I love the belt with the little bricks, the 3D printed bricks. But if the sides were removable, I would definitely wear that dress. I mean, I just love the dress. And I love it. Have I said that I love Kelly? Heidi said Merlene's reminded her of Keeney's umbrella dress from last season. And when Heidi says this, like, oh, that's right. That's the other dress that it reminded me of. Both her and Joseph's dress from that episode. So that's the dress that I was thinking about when I was looking for the dress, the skirt, rather, that Joseph skirt reminded me. Anyways, so Marlene's review, they were mixed because of that, and they felt like it missed the avant-garde requirement. Mel B, just, I don't know why, but she loved Ashley's cape. I'm like, okay. Heidi said that the 3D printed pieces, that they look like the buzzer attachments for when you get your hair cut. And Nina didn't see the bridge inspiration, but she said that she really didn't, she didn't care. Heidi loved Candace's dress, but Nina and Zach, they agreed that it wasn't avant-garde either. So, that's already 3 people that, well, actually 2 people that are really going avant-garde, because Edmund is not too avant-garde. So, if it ends up being that's between Edmund and Candace that are going to be eliminated, Tim is definitely, at least I think, Tim is definitely going to save him. So they're going for the closer looks, and Nina was also iffy about Edmund's bunched skirt. They loved Kelly's. Yay! Merlene, they said that it could have been more ambitious, and Ashley was said to have taken risks, but it was just too much and not cohesive. They said that Candace used the 3D printing the best, and I still think that if Ashley goes home, Tim is gonna save her. But I just reiterate that I know Kelly's gonna win, so the judge just picks. Of course, Kelly wins. That's 3 wins, 2 in a row. Yay! I seriously, oh my god, if she starts using these 3D printing for her, for her line or whatever, that's just gonna be so freaking awesome. Edmund and Candace are in, and Mel B wants to use Candace's dress. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, maybe she's a Harley Quinn fan, who knows. Merlene and Ashley are left. They said that Ashley's wasn't avant-garde, and Merlene didn't use the 3D printing well. So who ends up being out? Merlene. So then I start asking myself, is Tim gonna use his save on her? Nope. No, he didn't. Did you check out that toolkit that she took home? You have to see the first episode if you don't know what I'm talking about. It was an interesting episode. I mean, I'm still so in love with Kelly's dress, for real. But I seriously, she needs to get to Fashion Week, because I seriously need to know what she's gonna do, because she's so freaking awesome. I'm such a fan. Anyways, guys, that's it for this Project Runway recap. Remember to check out the scorecard on the blog post. This is Season 14, Episode 11, Runways in 3D. And until next time, bye.